Hello, Cancer, and welcome to Soul Guidance with Adriana. Today I have an intuitive reading for you. We're going to draw some healing messages and any information that the higher guidance wants you to know at this time on your journey. I also wanted to mention to you that I will be doing an extra reading, an extended reading. The link is in the description below. And so if this reading resonates with you and you want to see what else comes out and where we go after this reading, please follow me over there. So we're going to start with two animal oracles for you. Some water cards, Orca and the Sea Turtle. So Cancer, this is talking about the need to go with it, go with the flow, but go with that pull inwards, okay? There's a part of you that is really craving some deep rest and some deep, just like the whole system just kind of wants to shut down and recharge. There's a feeling that you really want to do that. And so when you get those urges to take a nap or to just check out or say, you know what, I need a day to myself today, I'm canceling all my appointments, go ahead and do that, because your soul is asking for a lot of rejuvenation and replenishing from your body. There are also some messages that are trying to come through, possibly from your female ancestors. There's messages that they're trying to get through to you, and you're not able to be in a space to receive and listen. Maybe it's too busy, too chaotic, but there's some energy that is trying to get through to you and needs you to be open and receptive to that. And I feel like this energy will reach you when you're in that healing, receptive, relaxed state. Okay? It's really close, you know? It's like it's very close to you, but it just hasn't been able to penetrate your consciousness yet. Okay, let's see where else Cancer is. And other messages for Cancer, please. Self-healing and self-nurturing coming through really strong right now, even before I draw additional cards for you. Okay, Cancer, there's just this feeling like you need to take a break. You need to take, kind of almost like check out of reality for a little bit. Just give yourself a little more space to relax, to heal. If you like to go to spas, if you like to do meditation, relaxing yoga, something not active. Just this kind of really weary feeling from the inside. Okay, other messages for Cancer. I'm battling some kind of seasonal allergies, so please excuse my voice stuff. Okay, Magician and Son of Arrows. This is kind of a funny message here. So it's always a question when we're manifesting, especially if you have any kind of indecisive personality traits, to know exactly what it is that you want. And right now, what you want and what you think you want are not aligned, okay? So there's a lot more trial and error that needs to happen before you can really figure out what you truly want to be asking for, what you want to be asking the universe for, okay? It's like if someone said, well, what's your list to Santa? You're kind of like, I'm not sure yet. I don't know what I want to put on that list. I don't know. And this is about making sure that you are, one, asking, well, tell me give me some options. Show me what I want. It's important that we manifest that first before you try to manifest something else. Because if you don't know what you want, you can't manifest. It just won't work. If you don't want it deeply from the deepest core and fiber of your being, it just won't come to you. Okay? So allow yourself to be in this trial and error phase. And, this might be something like dating. You're not settling on one person yet. You're just kind of seeing, well, do I like this? Do I not like that? Or window shopping if you're thinking of making a big purchase. There's just a feeling of needing to try a little bit more before really focusing on something. What I do feel is that this is eventually going to come back around to you, that you're going to have your moment to manifest. But I just don't think it's right now. I just don't think you're in a spot, Cancer, where you're ready to really say, yeah, this is exactly what I want. And I'm wondering if some of this healing, some of this call to just go in, to shut all the systems off, is connected to that. Because we've also got a lot of flow on this card. So it's like your desires cannot flow to you until you have come back home to yourself, come back into yourself. Cancer, what it feels like is that you're hitting your head against a wall a lot. All right, you're trying to move things forward and you get stopped, you get blocked, or something else comes up, and we're just not making headway. And rather than trying to make more headway, there's a couple things happening. What is ultimately going to be the most helpful for you is taking some time out and reconnecting with yourself and receiving those messages. And I think what's going to happen there is you're going to be told a different direction, and you're going to start trying things in that new direction. And that's going to lead you to some clarity about where you actually want to go next. Okay. What other messages do you have for Cancer? Whoa. A bunch of cards wanted to fall out. Okay, I'm being told to lay them out a specific way here. Mother of Feathers, 6 of Swords, 4 of Cups, Hanged Man, and 10 of Pentacles. So your abundance is just a perceptual shift away. Okay. All right, reciprocity, honeybee just came out as well. Okay, so we've got this at the bottom kind of giving you the stability or the foundation for this next message. So your abundance is just a perceptual shift away. And having come out with the reciprocity card, this has to do with giving and receiving. So in order to receive, you need to give. This is a fundamental practice of all good businesses, that you just have to give if you want to receive. Also, when you're setting up a business, you have to outlay some money, right? Before you start making money, you have to actually invest money in. And I know I'm talking about money, and this may not be about literal money for you, but it's kind of the easiest metaphor. That in order to get, you have to give. So this also applies to love. This applies to connection. This applies to communication. So if you want better communication, you have to be a better communicator. If you want to receive more love, if you want to receive more praise and encouragement, you have to be willing to give that. Not necessarily to the person that you're wanting to receive it from, but to someone else or to something else. And the tricky thing about this, Cancer, is that you have to be willing to give it with no strings attached, with an open heart. Okay? You're just giving because you understand that giving and receiving are the same channel. So when you give, you're actually receiving. When you receive, you're actually giving. And I know that sounds a little bit esoteric, but let me see if I can explain that a little bit more for you. When you give someone a compliment, you're actually also receiving from them. Okay, you're receiving their reaction, or you're receiving also the good feeling that you have when you give a compliment. I don't know about you, but if I'm in a bad mood, I cannot give compliments to people. I have to be feeling really good about myself and really good about life. And then, I'll see something about someone and I'll be like, man, That's just so awesome, and I'll have to give them a compliment because I want to continue that good feeling. I know it sounds really selfish, but it's true. When we're feeling good, we are more connected to our higher self. We are connected to higher vibration energy, and that energy just wants to give. Love just wants to give. It just wants to keep flowing. So likewise, when you receive, you are actually also giving. So like going back to that compliment thing, when you receive a compliment and you receive it graciously, you're actually giving gratitude back to the other person. And this is where, complimenting gets really off, because a lot of times we can't receive, and we don't know how to receive compliments, and therefore we don't know how to give gratitude. So, like when someone says to me, oh, I love this about you, or I love this thing that you're wearing, and I'm like, oh yeah, whatever, that thing, yeah. I kind of stop the energy, and I cut myself off, as well as the other person, from this clear channel to the higher vibration of gratitude. If I were to say, oh, thank you so much, that means so much to me, then that's a complete circuit where we have both connected to the higher energy of gratitude and of love and of abundance and well-being, just in that simple little moment there. Okay, so that's a little bit of a shift that needs to happen with you. And then once that shift happens, you are given a chance to heal this creative mother of feathers energy. So what is going on with the mother of feathers? Is that Cancer, or is that something else? What it feels like is, it feels like the reconnection to your own kind of creative mojo, your creative juices. Creativity is also an attractive force, okay? Creativity is the energy of source, which is ever expanding and ever growing. And so it's like you're given a chance to come back to that once you can get out of this kind of, this apathetic. And I really think the apathy is here just because you're exhausted, Cancer. So whatever you can do to relieve some of that exhaustion is going to bring you back into this feeling of being fired up, back into this feeling of reconnection and creativity. You're going to find that play and that growth again. Okay, Cancer, I'm going to continue to pull messages for you, continue to draw cards. If you'd like to see where that's going, please follow me over in the link in the description below. And thank you so much for joining me on this healing journey.